Hey guys, welcome back to another Beginners episode for Dragon Ball FighterZ. I decided to title this series Beginners because I am a beginner. I didn't get a lot of gameplay in with the open beta and I didn't do the closed beta. So I'm starting where a lot of people are starting off. But hopefully through watching this gameplay and me giving you some tips with what helped for me, that might be something you might want to apply to your own gameplay. So now here I have Goku. Goku is like my comfort zone. He's like my go-to character. I really enjoy using Goku. He's really easy. I'm a big projectile person and his rapid fire projectiles are really right on point for me. So I use the Xbox using the A button. I usually start off every round using the rapid fire projectile just to get a little distance between myself and the character. Now in this particular round you're going to see me doing a lot of rapid fire projectiles. You're going to see me doing a lot of air lunging, which is basically me jumping in the air and then lunging at my opponent. I have found that to be a huge strength, along with doing the instant transmission as well. During the instant transmission, all you do is hold down the Y and B button simultaneously and you will disappear and reappear next to your enemy. Also, when you're doing your air diving, all you do for the air diving is to press the right trigger button. It's really important to remember that if you just press the right trigger button, it immediately takes you in the air and triggers you into a dive toward your opponent. And this is very, very important to keep in mind because if your opponent is throwing a lot of projectiles at you and it's really hard for you to break through, if you press the right trigger button at the right moment, you will dive through their attack and hit them directly, connecting a hit. So you really want to keep that in mind. When you start off the battle, it might be really good to use a right triggered air dive along with maybe a projectile. Either or would work. Also, what's really effective in this game is using the super moves. You execute a super by doing down forward and then press the right bumper. That will allow you to do a super, and you can do as many supers as you want as long as you have the amount of meter to back it up. So if you have two, three, 4 levels of meter, then you can do 4 super moves. But if you only have 1 level of meter, you will only be able to do 1 super move, and then if you don't have any, you can't do any. Now in this particular instance, Trunks won the battle for me. I really enjoy using Trunks. I'm trying to get better with using him. He's a very, very, very powerful character. He hits very hard and he's very good at placing distance in between you and the opponent. When he strikes, his sword attack will take him past the enemy, so you don't stop when you contact the enemy. You actually contact the enemy and you go past them. So Trunks is really good at getting distance between you and your opponent, and it gives you more options and allows you an edge, I believe. So Trunks is a really good character. I really want to practice a little more with Trunks so I can get a little more versatile with his attacks. But here we go in round 2. You're probably going to see me start off with my rapid fire projectile, as I like to do. It is a really great move to do, but unfortunately, like you saw with Android 16, he was able to air dive through my attack. And that goes back to what I said earlier. You can air dive through projectiles or oncoming fire if you use the right trigger button for your air dive. Now, one thing I really love about this game is the aerial combat. The aerial combat is really a lot of fun. As you can see right here with Android 16, he just knocked me out of the air with his aerial combat. And a lot of the air dive, when you decide to use the air dive with the right trigger, it will contact with your opponent and it will press them into the air so that you can actually start a combo strand and then you can continue another combo strand on top of that. So there's a lot of time that's spent up in the air. Now here I was using Vegeta. Vegeta I am getting more comfortable with. He also has the rapid fire attack like Goku. All you do is just press the A button rapidly. So like I said, for a beginner, this game is really simple. The combos are really simple. Just rapidly pressing a singular button will unleash a series of projectile attacks. So it gives you some time to be able to calculate your next move if you need to figure out what you're going to do next. And here is a good example where I was missioning Trunks using his sword and placing distance between him and his adversary. Trunks is a very, very powerful character and he's also very, very fast. So I really enjoy using him. He does not have rapid fire projectiles. He has a solid beam, which I don't like as much as Goku and Vegeta, but nonetheless he's still a very strong character and I really enjoy having him on my team. So here I'm up against Hit and I've switched with Vegeta. Vegeta has the rapid fire, which I like, and he finished with an air dive. Really good. So this is all stuff that any beginner can do right off the bat. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next video, guys.
だが俺の息子ならもっとやれるだろう。